putting in all your effort, 100%, it's gonna pay out eventually. And when I asked them, where did you find me? 9 out of 10 times, social media.
What's your least favorite channel?
Burst fades.
Burst
Burst
fades?
fades. I don't like doing burst fades, man.
Really? Hi guys, it's Nathan at Do It For The Art Studio, and we are here today with your boy, the one and only, BLENDZ. Kristiyan, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm decent. Obviously, we're here today to find out a bit more about yourself and obviously, you know, just your journey in terms of what actually got you into barbering and just your progression along the journey. You know, you've been with us for
7 months now.
Yeah, 7 months. So yeah, like describe almost like who you are, why you got into barbering, and yeah, tell the people about yourself.
My name's Kristiyan, you know, BLENDZ. I've been here, like you said, 7 months now. Came here as an apprentice and worked my way up. Now one of the head barbers here, you know, seniors, and yeah, that's really all I do, man. Just barbering, cutting hair.
Yeah, no, but it's a good thing to see how, as I said, you've progressed from the apprentice side, but also put yourself in an uncomfortable position to want to take on new challenges. And as I said, like from the beginning of your barbering side of it, what actually got you into cutting hair? Like, what is it that wanted you, like, what is it that you wanted to do in terms of barbering?
It was actually the prices that my barber was charging. It was too expensive, man.
Yeah.
I was like 16 years old paying £26 for a taper with a buzz cut.
Damn.
And I thought, yeah, I ain't got the money for that.
Yeah.
You know, I need to get like a trim every 2 weeks. I just started cutting my own hair. I bought some clippers, and then a few of my boys, I was like, yeah, let me cut your hair. Let me see how hard it is.
Yeah.
I remember my first trim was actually, it was pretty good. So it got me hyped up a little bit, and I kept cutting my boys after that. And then I moved to a different house, and I had a whole studio in the garden there.
Yeah.
I just kept kind of making money off that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then TJ actually came to me.
Okay.
Came to get a trim.
Yep.
Recommended me to Nyam, and then came over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And as you said, having that initial recognition of seeing, okay, cool, like you said you were 16 and the prices were £26.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the age of 16, that's a lot for a haircut, especially at that time anyway. But again, like fast forward now, you know, you've got, I would say, a growing clientele, as well as that you specialize in quite a few hair types as well. And what is it that would you say that you actually like enjoy about the barbering side of it? Like, what keeps you going on days where it may be busy or it may be quiet? What keeps you going? What
keeps me going? I'll be honest, it's my faith, really. I mean, at the end of the day, when I know, me personally, I'm not really working for myself or anybody else. I know I'm working for God. That's really what keeps me motivated.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the business side of things, like when I just know that I've made somebody's day better, I've given them a nice trim, make them feel good for the rest of the week, whatnot. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you know, it gives you a good feeling.
Yeah, that fulfillment.
So yeah, that's kind of it from the business side. Yeah.
Proper. And what would you say are some things that you have learned whilst being with us for 7 months? Because as you said, you came in as an apprentice. What are some key skills that you've probably picked up or you've learnt along the way that have helped mold you on your journey so far as a barber?
To be honest, discipline. Discipline, yeah. I mean, just coming in here every day, same time, leaving at the same time, always taking clients, never saying no. Just, yeah, like once you've started something, you've got to keep up to that standard. Once you drop it, that's when you're going to start slowly declining, slowly falling off. You're not going to stay up to your standard that you've set. Yeah. So yeah, really just discipline. That's what I've learned. And just knowing like it's not going to come to me. I have to go out and take it. You know, I can't wait for clients to come to me. I have to go do something to get the clients.
Exactly, yeah.
Before I came here, I was really kind of just waiting for my friends to tell their friends about me and stuff like that. But once I came here, I realized like, wow, it's kind of like it hits you. Yeah. You know, it's a humbling experience. You got to realize like, wow, you've really got to work for it. It's not just going to come to you from somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, I think at the start, I remember you had business cards. You still do, I'm pretty sure, but
Yep.
literally you were flying those out to, like, as you said, your boys and people like in the street and whatnot, even I think in the car park, tucking
Car
it in.
parks,
Do you get it?
gyms, everywhere.
Yeah, so I think it's very commendable to see how you've put yourself out there, and I think now the dividends are really rewarding itself in regards to that.
Definitely.
So big props to you. It's not easy, you know. Also based on the barbering side of it, as we've seen, there's key skills, as you said. You mentioned discipline. I know that outside of barbering, you also have done extracurricular activities as well. So tell the people a bit more about that and how that's helped you in this journey right now, the journey that you're on right now with barbering.
Yeah, well, like you already know, I used to play basketball. I used to play for MK5D, the academy that we've got here in Milton Keynes. There again, discipline. I mean, you know, you got to put in the work, man. You can't cut yourself short. Even when I used to play basketball, we'd have training in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Then we'll shoot around, and then we'll have training during the day in school, and after school we'll have more training. Then we have games on the weekend, and even when you're not seeing the results, you've still got to stay disciplined. Because I know I wasn't really seeing the results, but I still stayed disciplined. I still stayed working hard, and I think it kind of transferred into barbering. I already had an idea of how hard I need to work, how disciplined I need to be, what I really need to put in. But once I really got humbled, that's when I knew there's levels to this. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really the main thing I've learned from basketball.
Yeah, and actually having that insight. What are some things that you miss about basketball? Because a lot of people may not know, or they do know, that you used to play ball. So what are some things that you actually miss about the sport itself?
Basketball, it's really, I feel like it's a community. You know, when you've got a team around you, when you're with a group of guys all day, every day, from morning till evening, you know, it's kind of, you got a community now. It's more than just your teammates now. That's your boys. You know, you can spend time with them outside of the sport, and also I feel like it's the schedule. Where once I know, okay, tomorrow I need to do this, this and that. Next day I have to do this, this and that. Having that kind of gets your life organized in a way. Like I don't have to stress about, I don't have to worry, what am I going to do now? What do I need to do? I've already got it all laid out for me. I just have to go out there and just execute. That's really it.
Yeah, and put yourself out there. No, definitely. I think, yeah, as you said, that brotherhood of having teammates around you is key. And even if we put that into perspective now, you working in a team, even in an environment like this, I think everyone tries to keep each other accountable to make sure that, you know, we're hitting the standard, which you mentioned before, of constantly improving and constantly wanting the best for each other. How would you say the team has tried to support you in trying to grow, not just your clientele, but obviously your skill sets as a whole? How would you say the business has done that, or has the business done that?
Yeah, definitely. Nyam especially. He's been sending clients my way all the time.
Yeah.
Always setting me new challenges, making me do things that I don't usually do. Like making me do designs and all that, which I literally don't do at all, but he's still setting me those goals because he knows I need to go out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Or I'll just sit and watch him do a haircut, and then he'll start explaining to me why he's doing this, why he's doing like whatnot. Then he'll come to me, he'll give me feedback on the trim. Just I mean, really sending clients to me and just pushing me to do things that are out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely. And putting you in that, as you said, uncomfortable position, just constantly trying to grow your skill set. And again, one thing that is commendable, I think now we're in April will be 4 months since we've started the Employer of the Months and incentives. And I don't think most of the staff know this, but you've run it now for the third time in a row, which is crazy. I think that's, again, commendable. But again, it's like key things that we've picked out, like you're coming in early, staying late, not refusing to do a haircut, looking to constantly improve. And as I said before, like, it's commendable. I think a lot of the junior barbers also look up to you, but at the same time, you have that communication with them that enables you to you know, banter with them and whatnot. You know, you've got people like Harley. I know, yo, shout out Harley, man. That's Christian's son, by the way. So yeah, you know, and then you've got people like Zach as well, Arnest as well, and I think seeing how these guys have grown so much, being around an environment like this, to how you guys first came in, there's been a complete shift overall, and I think myself, Nyam, we can all definitely say that, you know, and it's just been a pleasure, to be honest with you, seeing how you guys have done that, and as well as I think you guys just always contributing new ideas, you know, you're always contributing new ideas, you're always wanting us to grow in a different way. As we said, like we're not competing with anyone, we're always trying to do our thing, and we're trying to ensure that we're doing it different to everyone, but at the same time we want to be unique, you know. So yeah, I think it's key. And what would you say are some of your plans moving forward for barbering in itself? Because as you said, you're 7 months in, you know, like, well, here anyway, 7 months here anyway. How long have you been cutting for, and what do you see for your future in barbering itself?
Well, overall, I've been cutting, I think, getting close to 2 years now, pretty much 2 years. Yeah. Plans, I'm really hoping to open my own studio, hopefully by the time I'm 20. Obviously, I'm 18 now, so in the next 2 years, 3 years, hoping to have a little studio, like a private one, or maybe with like 1 or 2 other barbers with me, something small, but at the same time, something that shows me, like, I want the studio to be mine. You know what I mean? I want to walk in there and think, this is KD. This is, you know what I mean? This is me. This is what I like to see. This represents me as a person. So I think, I've definitely got big goals. Aiming high with that.
Definitely.
But it starts from now. It doesn't start in a year's time. It doesn't start in 2 years' time. Working on it from now. You know, building clientele, saving up capital, all that. You know, having to plan for the future.
It's key.
And obviously having Nyam here, you know, I was speaking to you about this yesterday. You know, we got Nyam here. He's been in the game for what, 30, 40 years now. Plenty of experience for me to ask him about tips about owning a business or cutting hair in general, clientele, connections, all this and that. And then we've got you. Obviously, you're a lot younger than Nyam, closer to my age, so it's somebody that I can again relate to when it comes to. Again, you're younger and you've got experience managing businesses and you do finance and stuff. So business side of point,
It's, I think, it's, as you stated, it's quite a blessing to be in an environment like this. And it's true. I don't think you can really get that much insight unless you're in the thick of it, like here, for example. So I think there's definitely something we've realized. I know you picked up on, you said something about faith and how important faith is. What has actually encouraged you to have that belief, but also strengthen your relationship with God? What was that key instigator, that motivator to enable you to do that?
Well, I'm not going to get too much into my personal life.
Of course.
Sticking to the barbering side, I remember the way that I got this job here, like if it's not God's work, I really don't understand it. Because I remember I wasn't even really looking for a shop. I was kind of comfortable with where I was at in my garden, in my studio. And again, TJ came, he traveled all the way from London, I think, 2 or 3 times to get a trim. He said he found me on TikTok. So at the time I was kind of posting just funny videos, nothing too serious. I wasn't really expecting much clients from it. I maybe had about 1 client in 4 months from there, so it wasn't nothing serious. He found me there, came from London 2 or 3 times to get a trim. A few months later, he messages me. He's like, hey, my uncle owns this shop, I can put in a word for you. I'm like, yeah, go for it. Like, let me see what it's about. Let me come check it out. And he put in a word. Obviously, I came here. And the thing that baffled me really was like, he was telling me, I really had no reason to come to you. Like, obviously, Nyam, amazing barber. I don't know why, I didn't understand why he came to me if his uncle owned a barber shop, especially now I've seen that it's Nyam as well. On top of that, he said I was the first white guy to cut his hair.
Wow.
Absolutely. He really said there's no reason for him to also travel to MK to get a trim. When he said, he was gonna go play in Cambridge. He was gonna play football in Cambridge.
Okay.
So obviously he's looking for Cambridge barbers, but he still came to MK.
Yeah.
Again, making those connections without God, it doesn't make sense.
It
It
doesn't.
absolutely makes no sense.
Yeah.
And another part was actually right after I came here, a month after, I was away for 5 weeks in a different country. And I remember that was the first time I actually prayed about my job, you know, for God to work in my workplace. Remember, I was just praying, just asking God to just prosper the business, you know, just when I come back, I'll have a bigger opportunity. And maybe 2 days later, again, TJ's messaging me. He's like, yo, like, you seeing what's happening in the shop? I'm like, yeah, what's this about? Where's everyone going? I've seen a bunch of the main barbers leaving. And then I come back and now I've got an opportunity to step up and, again, become one of the main barbers here. Actually, now I have to, you know, step up in terms of the quality of haircuts and bringing in clients. Again, obviously, I made a lot more money from that as well, so that's obviously a bonus too. But yeah, as soon as I prayed about that one thing, everything, the whole shop changed out of nowhere, just like that. So again, that's kind of like, okay, God's showing me this is the place for me.
100%.
He's helping me work with this. So it's like now I can't not work. Otherwise, it's like I'm throwing all that out the window.
Yeah, for nothing.
Exactly.
Sort of thing. Yeah. And as you said, you saw the opportunity, and at the end of the day, I think that was a real big turning point for the business in general. I think it was either a make it or break sort of thing for the business side of it. Like, just because I think the cohort we had before, there were so many different mannerisms in comparison to the new cohort we have now. Like, I think overall, the cohort we have now are just a lot more disciplined. I think everyone's wanting the best for each other as a collective rather than individually. And as well as that, I think you guys just understand the business a lot better. Like, I think you guys also want the best for the business. And that's a blessing, I think. I think that's a blessing. The way in which we have to translate it to you guys, I think you guys understand now. And it's just, I think it's refreshing and nice to see, seeing how it's working in everyone's favor overall. So yeah, I'm super grateful for that. And I know Nyam is as well. Even I know Charlie's also grateful as well, because it's a case where previously nagging, and it's like now it's not more so nagging, but it's almost the case of, okay, how can we communicate this in a way where it doesn't come across as nagging? It comes across as an instruction rather than constant complaining. You know, so I think we're trying to do a better job, a good job of that, and we're constantly trying to improve. Basketball and America, obviously, I know, you know, we know that the EuroLeague, for example, like that, how that plays a part, and how the basketball's so much different to the NBA. Obviously, you went to America. You've seen how the NBA is. What would you say are some of the key differences you saw in the atmosphere as a whole when you went up there?
The atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's completely different. I mean, basketball in the UK, you know, kind of everyone kind of knows each other, sort of. You know, players know players from different teams, even if they're not in the same league. It's not a big business. It's not a big sport. In the States, it's, bro, it is different. Like, it was insane. I remember I went to watch a couple NBA games. It's just, the whole arena is just huge. You got music blasting your ears off. You got a bunch of crazy videos playing, fire, lights, everything. It's insane. Even universities, I went to watch a D1 game, and it's like, you would never see this in a university here. Or even the way they opened their game. They opened the game, they had a prayer on the mic.
Wow.
And then after that, again, huge arena. Arguably even better atmosphere than the NBA games. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, here, you would never see that in a university. You would never even see an arena in the university. You'd play in a sports hall, you'd play in somewhere where secondary school kids would be playing. You know? It's not too serious here. It's completely different. And even the skill gap in the players. I mean, you just look at the guys, and it's like an 18-year-old built like a grown man.
Yeah, it's insane.
You just take a look at the players, completely different.
Yeah,
completely different.
It's true. I think there's an argument though. I think with the NBA in comparison to like the EuroLeague, a lot of people that are properly into basketball anyway, they say that the technical ability of the EuroLeague is better than the NBA in terms of the team game rather than the individuality of a player. Like, for example, in the NBA, you can see someone like LeBron back in his former years, like in his prime, carrying a team on his ones, dropping 45, 10 and 8, for example. Whereas you come to EuroLeague, there's a couple standout players that do not drastic numbers like that, but it's more of a collective game. Is that something you would agree with, or is that something that you think is still the same in the EuroLeague as it is the NBA?
No, I mean, EuroLeague is definitely more like strategic, it's more methodical. NBA, it's very entertaining. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
And again, I'm not an expert. I don't just sit there and study EuroLeague and NBA games. So, don't quote me on anything I say. But yeah, I mean, EuroLeague, from film that I've watched when I used to play, it's a completely different game. It's way slower. It's a lot, again, strategical. You don't have guys consistently scoring 50, 60 points a game. Yeah. But it's still very entertaining to watch. It's just it's a very different game to watch. To the NBA.
Definitely. And I remember you told me that you saw one of your goats out there.
My guy, man, Steph Curry. What a guy.
What is he like? Like live-o, like in terms of his skill.
Bro, I watched him drop 50. I watched him drop 50. He's like, what, 36, 37? I watched him drop 50, bro.
50's nuts.
50.
50's nuts alone as well. And he's 36.
He's crazy.
He's 36.
It's crazy.
The only people that should be doing that is like the guys in their 20s, like Don Mitchell, and like, but even they're not dropping consistently 50. Like Steph, I don't know. Steph in his prime. What we're talking? What MVP season? Steph is that? Well, if we're talking like MVP season, Steph, on average he's dropping what? Like 30, 32.
I'm not a stats nerd. I don't know.
But you've seen that skill level, right? Like, why do you think he's such a good player? Like, why does he go down as like the best shooters in NBA history?
Just putting in the work. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You put in the work, results are gonna pay out eventually. You know what I mean? It's
nuts.
I mean,
it's nuts. A couple chips there and here and there, and it's like, I don't know how he does it though, man. Like, he's been doing it, longevity as well. But I think a key skill that he's also learned is patience, and understanding that. Obviously, I know you hit the gym as well, so you understand the mindset of delayed gratification. How would you say that has played out in not just barbering or extracurricular activities, but life in general? How would you say that's helped you?
Oh, it's key, especially in barbering. It's key.
Yeah.
Like, without it, you have a slow day, a slow week, a slow month even. You'll just feel like you just want to give up. I mean, we've seen it here. We've had guys have a couple slow weeks, a slow month in January, and then just call it quits, just leave. And it's like, well, if that's how you see the business, then I mean, it's just not built for you, respectfully. Yeah. Like, you can be a great barber, but if you just can't, if your mind's not in the right place, no one can force you to wait. You know what I mean? No. It's like, you gotta understand, you're gonna have slow seasons, you're gonna have slow periods, even in periods where other people are succeeding. If you're not succeeding, you still gotta know, okay, it means I'm not doing something right. I gotta put in the work. I gotta go out there and get clients. I gotta go out there and make a name for myself, because I can't expect it to happen instantly. It's gonna take time. Even when you do those things, you're going out there in the streets asking people for free haircuts or posting yourself on social media, business cards, this and that. That's still gonna take time. It's still gonna take months, years. It's not an overnight type of just like that thing. It doesn't happen like that. And a lot of people need to understand that, especially younger people my age as well. Yeah. I mean, you see it, it's just, people don't have that type of mindset. They want things now, they want things instant. Me, I'm fine with waiting a couple years until I'm even making $2,000 a month, whatnot, like minimum wage type of money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not about the money. You're doing it for the, you're just working on your craft. Eventually, it's going to pay out. It's going to come back to you when it's time.
100%.
And again, just having faith, man. I mean, I think it makes it so much easier for
me. It does.
It's the thing that literally it genuinely is the thing that keeps me going.
Yeah, it's the driving force.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, otherwise, I would be here thinking, yo, why am I even doing this? Is this for me? But I know this is what God has for me. He's shown me this what He has for me. So now I can't just stop doing it because I'm not receiving something instantly. I have to keep going. Even if I don't want to,
100%.
Unless He tells me otherwise, I have to keep going because this is what He has planned for me. So, yeah.
Proper. Yeah, proper. No, I think you're right. I think a lot of this generation, unfortunately, think that, things come quite quickly. As you said, you've been cutting for nearly 2 years. And even now, like, from when you were here 7 months ago, and you're here now, and I'm seeing how your clients are just building, how the reviews are just building, people are leaving feedback. What would you say are some key things that have enabled you to grow your clientele? Like you have done personally, or even the business has done for you, or that you've seen results, basically?
I think it's social media. Social media is a lot. I mean, obviously we've got a social media manager, everyone uploads their own content. But personally, that's just where I found the most success. I mean, we've had in the last month, we had how many new clients? First time clients, 70, 80?
Yeah, 70 to 80.
Around 70, 80 first time clients. And most of them, I'm checking my bookings on my Booksy and I'm like, yo, this guy's a first time client. I've had days where I've only had first time clients. And when I asked them, where did you find me? 9 out of 10 times, social media. I've even had so many people tell me, oh, just looking at the socials, I saw Nyam, he was booked out. Next best barber, Nathan, he was booked out. You're the next best option. So it's like, I just went with you. They're just being real. And it's like, yeah, fair enough. I mean, again, social media, if I just keep posting, both on my personal and the shops page, it's going to come eventually. But also having my boys, I'm always giving them like a pack of just business cards. I'm like, yo, hand it out to your boys, put it out in the gym, put it out at your workplace, wherever you are. Just having people that were actually willing to help me grow. Because I know it's not just me. I'm not the only one that's actually, looking forward to my business growing or to my brand growing. I know I've got people supporting me, people trying to help me out. So that's, again, I can rely on them to actually help me out when I know I need the help.
Yeah, exactly. You can depend on them.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've got a very strong network, I think, as well. And being in the communities that you're in, I think you're naturally going to attract the right attention, good clients, naturally. And I think it's the way you compose yourself, but at the same time, the way in which you physically look to customers. At the end of the day, you look put together. I'm not saying you look it, but you are put together. Do you get it? So at the end of the day, it's like, that's the energy that's naturally going to be attracted to you, As you said, Nyam's had 35 years plus experience. I've had about 7. So, and literally like, I only started seeing mad results probably, in like my 3rd, 4th year. I'll say 4th year. That's when I started seeing like mad results. And fortunately, as you said, like, it's only God, having booked out weekends and whatnot. Like, it didn't come by chance. Like, similar to what you're doing now is what I was doing years ago. So it's like you're following the right direction. And I think it's also inspiring the youth, so they can actually see how it's worked out in like it could potentially work out in their favor. So as I said, I think it's commendable. And with barbering in itself, obviously there's so many different haircuts that we do on a day-to-day basis. What would you say is probably your favorite sort of haircut to do?
High tapers, man. I love high tapers, man. All of myself, high tapers, the nicest haircut to do, in my opinion. High taper lineup, just clean. It's a clean haircut, simple to do. I just love it. It's a nice haircut.
It's clean. It's clean. To be fair, everyone I think nowadays tapers in general are just in style. 100%. And if you're able to do a taper well, then I think you're always going to be in high demand. Like, think most of Nyam's clients is tapers.
Yeah.
I think
Tapers and
ours is
shape-ups.
tapers. Yeah,
That's it.
literally, yeah. You know, we get a couple skin fades here and there, but it's, a lot of people are booking tapers. I know that sometimes a little burst fade, maybe a little mullet trim. Like here
High
and
skin
there.
fades.
High skin fades.
High skin fades are nice to do.
Yeah,
Let's put it that way.
yeah.
They're nice to do.
I think they're nice.
Simple
to do.
haircut.
Yeah.
You know, quick one.
Low on the top or whatnot.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think it's. What's your least favorite trim?
Burst fades.
Burst
Burst
fade.
fades. I don't like doing burst fades.
Really?
Man. I think I don't have a lot of experience doing it.
Okay, so that's why you don't like it.
Probably. I've got a couple of my boys that get burst fades, but
Okay.
I
love a burst fade, you know.
It's not my favorite haircut.
Burst fade. I think burst fades are wavy.
I think it's because all the people that I cut with burst fades, they've got long hair.
Okay.
So I have to now think they always say I keep the bulk. So I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to keep all the bulk while giving you a fade on the side of your head?
Yeah.
Work it out somehow, you know. But it's just I just don't like doing it.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I think every barber, you know.
I feel like if it was on short hair, I wouldn't mind it as much.
Yeah.
I think I've just got a bad clientele. Let's put it that way. My boys, they're putting me down, man. They're putting me down.
Nah. There'll be more coming. That's the main thing. Nah, it's good. Products wise now, if we're talking about products, you know, there's so many different products we use in the shop. What's your go-to brand? I know you're an advocate for brands, you know.
Am I?
You love your little JRL here and there. You
Okay,
know?
yeah, you know what? Yeah.
But at the same time, Starcraft.
The product wise, I don't actually know. I mean,
Okay.
I don't really use products. I use some texture powder. I don't even know which one I've got. It's, Slick Gorilla.
Yeah.
I think.
We use a bit of Crazy Ball.
Yeah. Curling cream. I've used that a couple times.
Those come out nice though.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean, the thing I use the most is probably holding spray.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just prep the lineup and whatnot.
Yeah.
I use Got to Be.
Yeah.
Got to Be. That's what I use. But yeah, I don't really use products like that, man. To be honest.
Yeah.
I'm
Nah.
just natural.
Yeah. To be fair, I think overall, a lot of the guys use a bit of Crazy Ball. They use. Some of them have Slick Gorilla, but I think Crazy Ball have.
I think Crazy Ball's the main one.
Yeah.
Obviously sponsor as well, so
Yeah.
there's a bunch of there's a bunch of stock out here.
Big up Crazy Ball still. So yeah, they're very good. I think as well as that, we've met them at countless competitions. Really nice people, and I know that's something that you even wanted to come with us to see. Obviously, when we met Slider, you know, we met JK. Why'd you look vexed?
Because I am, man. I am. It's one of them ones. Just couldn't make it.
I hear it. Commitments, nah, and it's real. It's real. But I think it's definitely important to get yourself into those spaces, and we'll do our best to try and get you there next time because the people we meet, crazy. Like talent,
it looks sick.
The talent's just on another level. As well as that, I think at these competitions, a lot of the time, people are like, oh my days, you guys have really nice uniform. Like, what is that? And then it's like, they look at our Instagram page, they look at like the barbers, how everyone carries themselves, and they're like, oh, like, we'll give you guys a follow, whatnot. Like, I'm pretty sure a couple of the barbers we met at the last Barber Bash in London said that they're going to come down in April to come and actually, to come and actually scope out the shop. But obviously, I think as well, one of them will be hopping on one of these shoots. So that'll be interesting. Not going to spoil who it is, but yeah, that'll be very good. So yeah, I think overall it's just a pleasant experience. Well, I think we mentioned discipline. One thing Slider mentioned was discipline, showing up. Obviously, I know you hit the gym quite a bit as well. So that discipline that you have, even with the gym, like let's say you could be standing for 8 hours at work, for example. Let's say you got a booked out day, 8 hours at work. You're going to the gym straight after.
Yeah, it's long.
But how are you doing it? Like a lot of people can't do that. Like a lot of people can't do that.
I don't even know. I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem too difficult. It's kind of just, you know, I mean, if you want to do it, you know, if you want to get big or something, if you want to look better, you got to do that. So to me, I'm trying to get big. You know, I'm trying to get big. So I'm gonna go to the gym. You know, I've got my plan. So I'm trying to stick to it as much as possible. I've got my routine. I know with me, if I break my routine, it just ruins my mood because
Yeah.
now the rest of my week is I'm just thinking about how I've missed that one day. So I always try and stay, you know, on track, keep up with all my workouts and whatnot. But again, faith, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I
Straight.
go pray.
Yeah.
You know, I pray before every workout, and again, I'm trying to grow, you know, God's temple at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't be going easy. I can't be weak. So you know, yeah.
Gotta stay strong. No. What's your favorite workout when you're in the gym? Yeah. Is it push day? Is it pull
I've
day?
actually just started doing upper lower.
Really?
I hate it. It's too long. I get home at like 11 p.m. Nearly. Yes, awful. But arms are my favorite.
Yeah. To be fair, you need arms even for cutting. Yo, when you're just out here fading or whatnot, bro, your forearms are working, your biceps working. I think even as a kid, when I used to go to barbers and I'm seeing barbers, like they just always look bolo. I don't know why. But now I understand why. Like they're literally cutting every day.
The shoulders are.
Yeah,
it ain't no joke.
So yeah,
It ain't no joke.
I actually hear it. It's one of them. I just think, damn, like, and I don't know. Some of the work they've put in is serious. You know, we're gonna hop onto some quick questions. You know,
Okay.
I love to ask my guests this. What is your favorite NBA team? Steph's your GOAT.
Come on, man. Warriors, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So he's your GOAT, but is that a favorite team?
He plays on the Warriors, man.
But
Is that even a question?
There's so many.
It doesn't matter,
teams
bro.
out there.
It
Like,
don't matter, bro.
there's so many. Like,
Don't matter.
okay, who's your least favorite team then?
My least favorite? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't even know, bro. I don't really care. As long as we win. My least favorite, probably the Thunder because of Shea, bro.
Don't lie, he's a problem.
I don't dislike the Thunder. I just dislike Shea.
You don't like him?
No,
I
bro.
think he's swaggy, yo.
I think it's jarring.
You think he's jarring?
He is, fam.
What? Because he's just calling fouls or?
Yeah, man. Refs are soft.
Right. So what? Maybe a petition.
Yeah, I think we should just ban Shea from the NBA.
To be fair, a lot of people have been giving him slander. A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people have been.
Nah,
So, I don't really know, but I
I don't
think.
rate him.
Nah, I think he's good, man.
Nah, he's good.
We just don't like him.
Jason Tatum as well. I actually.
I don't like JT.
I don't rate Jason Tatum, bro.
I don't like JT.
I don't rate Jason Tatum.
I don't like him.
He's so corny.
Yeah.
He's so corny.
Nah. He's weird.
Just
He's
relax, bro.
He's
You know
weird.
what I mean? Just be yourself. Be yourself, man. You're not that guy.
Yeah. He's back though now.
Yeah,
But-
fair enough.
But
Fair enough. Good recovery.
do you think he's better than Jaylen
Shea.
Brown?
Oh, the Jaylen Brown?
Yeah. I don't know. Jaylen Brown's solid though.
I mean, he did win Finals MVP, Jaylen Brown, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Last one. I'm just trying to do my bit. But the last thing. If you had to give advice to someone that wants to be in your position, looking at your journey that you've had to undergo, what's one piece of advice you would say to them?
Just be patient. Just be patient, man. It's not about the money. Money will come. So if you're just patient, if you're constantly putting into your craft, you know, you're putting in all your effort, 100%, it's gonna pay out eventually, right? If it's not for you, you'll know it's not for you. You know, with me, basketball, I was going 100%. I'd even say 110% sometimes, but it didn't work out. So I just know, I mean, I wasn't the best, so it's not for me. Barbering, I know it's for me.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell. If you're going in 100%, eventually it'll pay out, it's for you.
Yeah.
So just be patient. Don't be money hungry. Don't look at it from the money side. Yeah, that's really it.
Folks, you heard it here. It's your boy Nathan and Kristiyan at Do It For Your Studio. Thank you very much.